Today I'm going to show you my 450 helicopters. I have two of them and I want to show how I build them up and maybe give you guys some ideas on how to build them up neatly, because in my opinion I've done a pretty good job on building these together. Some of you might disagree and say it's better to have stuff on the outside and hanging loose because of replacement and stuff, but the way I do it, it's maybe some more work, but I like it because it's a hobby. So I like building on them and I like to have them look neatly. So I'm going to start out with the back, and you can see I have some edge carbon tail blades, and these were the last ones I could find in the Netherlands, and I have crashed my helicopter multiple times with them and they always survive for some reason. They have a small crack somewhere, but they look really good for what they've been through. So these are my edge blades, and I have an align tail system. It's the chef one, the new one with the double-sided, I don't know the name for it anymore, but so I have that. And this fin is actually a green one, yellow one, which I spray painted. I did the same with the feet. Those were yellow and I spray painted them. I've done it over a year ago and they're still there, so that's that. I have the carbon fiber for that. And here is an Hobby King part. So this is I think a Turnigy, and I don't know which one this is, but I know that I have all my servos and all of my helicopters are Turnigy 306 high voltage servos. So you can see that one here and here. And these things have power. I mean seriously power. They go really hard. So I love these servos to death. I have in my another helicopter, I have them also. Plus I have spares. I really love them. I have a bigger one at the tail because I had some issues with it wobbling, but this one is perfect. I have the Align 450 MX, I think, motor from the Dominator. Yep, 80 amps speed controller. And here's the thing, everything I have is pretty much inside the helicopter. So on the outside I have like no hardware. The gyroscope is up here. The wires go inside of the helicopter and through there. Nothing can touch anything that can destroy it. So I've done there is my receiver, which you can now not see because there it is. And under the receiver is actually a Bluetooth module that goes in here, so I can change my gyroscope settings from a phone without actually taking the helicopter home. So I have the speed controller in the front here with all the necessary power stuff, so that's there. And I can plug this in, and the battery indicator will be on the bottom there, showing me the battery stats. One wire was loose, so that's why it's showing 8. And that one also gives me indication when the battery is dropping too low. The power one is here. Here's my battery. I use the Nanotech. These things have serious power. They have like 90 discharge and stuff. I have like 6 or 7 of them. I love these batteries to death. I charge them with 10 amps and they take it like a champ. And also I have these for like 1 year and they're still powerful as hell. So I have a slanted gear, and I have a turret. Jesus, I haven't done this hobby in a long time, so I don't know all the names, but the main shaft is protected, as you can see on the inside. There's some metal there, so the main shaft is protected there. This is a turret swash plate, and I just like how it looks. I have the Align DFC head, which is of course beautiful, but it has taken some beatings. I have the Align blades. I love these ones. They look good and they fly really good. I've flown a lot of cheap blades, and these blades are just so powerful and reliable. I love them. So I have everything on the inside there, and I think it looks really clean. And if I have to disassemble something, I just need to disassemble this plate. and I just have to take off all these screws. They're like 12 or something, but then I can access everything. So that's not really a problem to me, because I actually like it, and I'd rather not crash so I don't have to disassemble it. Sometimes it happens, but what do you do? This is how my helicopter looks with the canopy on. I actually made a custom order to Fuson to get me this canopy, and they made it so it looks really beautiful. As you probably can tell, green is my favorite color, so I love how this helicopter looks. It looks really beautiful. And the thing is, I use a lot of metal parts and stuff, which is kind of luxurious. Like this isn't plastic. I have this, which is plastic, but I have the metal one, but I kept this plastic. And like the bottom plate, I have an orange metal one. There you can see the engine again. So that's my 450 DFC. Now we go to my Flybar 450 Sport version 3, which is probably even more brutal on the metal parts, so I'm gonna take the DFC away. So also Fuson canopy. So I have an Align speed controller in here, I don't know which one. A Turnigy SK3 Competition Edition engine, which is so powerful. Again, a slanted main gear. The Turnigy 306 high voltage. A Futaba Jai 401 just to stabilize the tail, which I have Align plastic blades on actually, but I just love them. They're great. I don't need carbon blades, so I have 360 millimeters main blades. They're huge, really huge. And you think it doesn't, that's like 4 centimeters every blade that is longer. Plus I have the long head, like the version 3 head. This shit thing is so expensive, really. It's like 150 euros just for this. It's a pain. That's why I don't really fly this helicopter 3D. Sometimes I just fly it like a scale helicopter. It goes so fast. But I flipped the DFC and I just fly scale with this one because it's so expensive to repair. I have carbon flybar pedals on here. Another 306 on the tail. And some people will kill me for this. Yeah, yes, if I crash my tail, this will probably tear, but I'm really good at soldering stuff, and I'd rather have it looking good and break and then I have to repair it than to have stuff hang loose like this. I just have from my receiver all the cables going up to where they need to go, and I can fix any electrical cable, so I'm not really bothered with that. I also have a cable going through here to the front, so I can have this hooked up. Just like on the DFCF on the bottom side, I have a battery indicator. I have a metal landing gear, which is also a no-no to some people, but like I said, I like this one like a scale helicopter. It looks really dope. And it goes blazing fast. I don't know if I'm gonna upload a video of them flying, but let me put the canopy up. So that's my Sport with the huge blue blades. And this is how I build up my helicopters. And now you probably want to see my remote. I actually use a very cheap KDS, but this thing can do pretty much everything. From dual race to auxiliary, it has throttle holds, idle of course, and I really like it. I made like a PlayStation logo on there which changed color, but that doesn't really matter. But I can do pretty much anything with this remote that most Spectrums or other expensive do, and I have a lot of the receivers and I can get them for really cheap, so I'm really glad about that. I also have one in my 250 which is over here, which I don't really fly, but I have it. So, and I have another spare one in my box if you want to see that one too. This is my spare part box. I have a bunch of everything here. Blades and landing gears and shafts and feather shafts and fly barless heads. and gears and screws, the programming for the jab, more blades, more metal gears. Here are my Eternity servos with extra gears and stuff, and USB for my flybarless system, and bunch of stuff more. But that's just my repair box. And this is my charger. I built this box with this Eternity charger, and I can charge batteries with up to 15 amps just by using this laptop power brick. That's no joke. And it's built that way that I can charge multiple helicopters at the same time. Plus at the bottom I have charging, I can hook this up by, like I said, with the laptop charger, which fits in the bottom here. It fits in here. Plus I have a car charger, just some clamps to get from 12 volt, and I can charge this thing pretty much everywhere. So I can take this with me with this box and charge my helicopters at the same time. Plus in these boxes here I have some more of those Eternity Nano batteries, LiPos, so I can just hook my helicopter up and charge it. I also have this cheap 5 amp charger for just if I ever need it. I also have inside this helicopter box, I have another balanced charger which I use to charge the remote, because I actually built a LiPo inside here, which I just charge with the balance cord whenever it's needed. So I also have this I don't know, it's a 4-channel instead of a 6-channel. I never fly it. I try to learn my ex-girlfriend how to fly with it, but I don't really fly it. I have some more parts here, and I have some 250 parts up here. But that's my, and in the box here's everything that I killed. Pretty much every crash stuff is in the box there. So those are my 2 helicopters, my 450s. I love these birds to death, but they are so expensive to maintain, like really expensive. That's probably my own fault, because I'm nitpicky on how stuff looks and stuff, and I like the metal stuff. I should probably get like a cheap plastic, like a stock 450, but I'd rather get a 700, but I don't have the money for it, so I just fly these here and there. And they are powerful, really powerful. The only thing I really dislike is them breaking without me crashing, like when blades tear or stuff. But that shit just happens, so that's my helicopter setup. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.